A lot of local media companies have become agencies for their markets, but do local businesses see them that way? We'll find out in this Marketing Minute.
Welcome to Corey's Local Marketing Minute, an enlightening and entertaining look at what's happening in the world of local advertising and marketing. Corey's Local Marketing Minute is brought to you by Advertisers.
Advertisers provides best-in-class digital advertising solutions. Our proprietary technology covers your entire sales funnel, from proposal creation and campaign launch to monitored performance. We collaborate with local media companies and agencies to deliver excellent customer service, sales support, campaign management, and more. As an industry leader, we'll go above and beyond to ensure your success. Unlock your digital advertising potential with Advertisers.
Media company and/or agency? Hey everybody, today we're here to talk about the perception that local advertisers have regarding media companies and whether they see them as media companies or agencies, or a little bit of both. But before we get into it, remember to SCLIZ, that's SCLS, subscribe, comment, like, and share. SCLIZ, copyright. But let's get to this. This is from our annual local advertiser survey. Hundreds and hundreds of local advertisers were asked questions regarding media companies and agencies and how they thought they were similar or different. Let's start with this number. 38%. When local advertisers were asked, how would you describe the relationship between local advertising agencies and local media companies? The largest percentage, 38%, said complementary but distinctly different. Did I spell complementary right? I think so. The next biggest group, 30%, said they overlap, but overall kind of skewing a little bit to the, they're different, a media company and an agency. So that's the thought going into all of this. Interestingly enough, 14% said they are absolutely different, and another 14% said they are absolutely the same, but skews a little bit towards being different. Okay, next. We asked them, the local advertisers, to compare a local media company to a local agency on a number of different skills or traits or things that they do. Maybe if I write it down, it'll make more sense. Hold on. So we asked about 8 things. Basically set up the question the same way. For each one of these, we asked, compared to a local agency, does a local media company have greater access to local audience data than a local agency, or less access to local audience data when compared to an agency? Basically, do you find them more skilled at this thing or less skilled at this thing? Said that weird. This thing, these dirty, dirty things, than an agency. Comparing media company to agency. Got it? Oh, I should write the, hold on. Let me fill in this first one so you understand how I'm setting this up. So, 48% of the local advertisers we polled said, you know what, local media companies have greater access to local audience data than agencies. Only 7% said agencies do. 45% said they're equal. Get how we're doing this? Local media companies, agencies, equal. These should add to 100 or darn close. So I won't go through each one of these separately. Let me fill it all in and we'll talk about it. Or I'll talk about it. Ta-da! I know, a lot of numbers up here, stick with me. The first thing that should probably jump out is that around half, sometimes just over half, of local advertisers think local media companies and agencies are equally skilled at this stuff. It's about the same, no matter what you're talking about. But you start to crack it open a little bit, and you see how they perceive local media companies a little bit differently than they do local agencies. I put these in order of scoring of local media companies. So here's about a third, right? This cutoff. 1 out of 3 local businesses believe local media companies have cost-effective solutions, more so than agencies, are greater equipped at offering it. They have more local marketing knowledge and the access to audience data. The rest of these are bouncing right around 1 out of 4, 25%. Transparency, digital marketing know-how, marketing expertise, you get the rest. But you see that the agency side starts creeping up a little bit. Now it's 1 out of 5 down here. So when it comes to innovative ideas or consultative approach, that's where local media companies score the least. Well, certainly compared to this big old 48% up here. And agencies are scoring higher. You could even throw marketing expertise in this. So while the data's there, and God bless you for sharing the data, that's awesome, but what to do with the data, how to turn that data into something creative, one could argue that's less in the wheelhouse of a local media company than this stuff through a local advertiser's eyes. Or it's certainly just not being perceived that way. Right here in the middle is transparency. We put that in there because local advertisers in years past have told us what they need from local media companies are transparent marketing plans. That's what they want. But you're still seeing that need being reflected and not being necessarily rarely answered by local media companies. All of this to say, if you are a local media company and you fancy yourself an agency, take a look at this. Are you being used for your data and your cost-effective solutions, but not your creative ideas? Could be an area of opportunity. Conversely, if you're an agency out there, these might be things you want to concentrate on and bring to the table. One last thing, remember that 38% number at the beginning of this video? And I was saying local advertisers are skewing a little bit more towards seeing local media companies and agencies as different things. If that were true, why is this equal so high? See what I mean? They're different, yet they're pretty much equal at what they do. I guess all this to say, who the hell knows? If you like this kind of data, which I'm sure you do, that's why you watch this thing, well that and seeing my cool shirts, make sure you're signed up, get our charts of the week. It's a 10-week series we do after every local advertiser survey we do. Just go to our website, click around, you'll find it. And once those charts start coming into your inbox, be sure to squizz those too. Copyright.
You've been watching Corey's Local Marketing Minute, sponsored by our friends at Adcelerant. Learn more at adcelerant.com. Remember, if you'd like to hear more of Corey's insights, check out the Local Marketing Trends podcast. Just Google Burrell Podcast or look for the podcast link on burrellassociates.com.